Aubrey Bursch with Easy School Marketing. I'm excited you're here with me today. So today we're going to talk about 4 ways to use faculty and service to further marketing development initiatives and your goals, right? So now what am I talking about with faculty and service? So a lot of times at either the end or the beginning of the school year or both, schools have what they call faculty and service. Usually at the end of the year, it's when teachers are kind of doing their classrooms and the school might be holding final meetings and stuff like that. And then at the beginning of the year prior to school starting, it's usually when teachers are putting the classrooms together, schools are holding all those, fun meetings about like, this is from the business office and here's, the protocols for X, Y, and Z, like all those fun meetings, right? So this is like one of the biggest opportunities that we as marketing and development professionals have to really do so much. And it's so underutilized. Almost every school I talk to is not doing either one or maybe doing 1 or 2 or maybe none of the things that I'm going to talk about today. So listen up. Number 1, I work with several schools and I go in during the faculty and services. And so usually the one before the start of the year or at the end of the wrap up year, I go in and I'm like, okay, so this is what we need. We need testimonials from all the teachers, like why they love the school, what they're excited about this year. Like usually if the school has themes or core values, we'll ask them to reflect on that. What I do is I batch video. I batch that video. So I have video stations set up where we're recording all the teachers and everything, and that they have time slots and we're just getting them in and out very quickly. So it's not a hindrance to their schedule, but we're getting it done. So we batch all that content for the year, which is, yes, a win, right? And I also do this along with a Google form, which I have them fill out that has them write out certain things that they're excited about, has them update their bio, all those marketing things that we're trying to like get from teachers and staff during the year, which never works. It's very hard. So that is all part of the checklist that they have to have checked off these items before they can exit faculty and service. So if you don't have a checklist, by the way, as a school for faculty and service that your head of school signs off at the end of faculty and service, this is the time to do it. But anyways, by batching those things, you're saving yourself countless hours and just days and weeks of work. So I highly recommend those pieces. And then the next thing is I always include in my faculty and service, especially at the beginning of the year, especially at the beginning of the year, is talking about like a presentation about what's happening in marketing, what's happening in development, and why. Now, when I say presentation, I do not mean boring. If it is boring, you've lost them, right? So it has to be engaging. I often do raffles in my presentation. I take volunteers. I do play, like role modeling. I have so many fun things that I do because I think it's important to keep the staff engaged. And when they're engaged, they're actually getting and understanding what you have to offer. And I always talk about like the why. Like I connect them to the why behind every initiative so they understand, right? And it's really fun because we do so many, like we do some games, we do everything. And like they leave energized and ready to help support the marketing effort, right? So if you can get them energized and ready to support marketing and development, then that's a win for the school year, right? So we do that. And then that leads me to the next which is during that time, I also ask for their feedback. What do you think? Tell us like, what are your marketing ideas? What are you noticing with parents? Like, what are you interested in doing or showcasing or anything like that? They have great ideas. And when they're enthusiastic about something, I mean, that's great. And it's probably something you can use, but listening to their ideas and feedback is really important. And this is a great opportunity to do that in faculty and service. Now, that also brings me to the next one, which is number 4, which is show appreciation. Now, that should be done throughout the year, of course, but to kick off and end the year by showing appreciation, either hosting a lunch for people, a breakfast, you could do sporadic raffles throughout the week. Like you could do so many fun things, but just showing them that you appreciate them. Handwritten notes, especially at the beginning of the year, faculty and service, this is a great time to sit and get to know everyone about their families, their dog, like all that. And like, especially the new people that come in the community. And once they connect with you as a marketing and development professional, it's really good. That sets the tone for the year. So I hope you are doing some of these things for your faculty and service. If not, let me know, and I'm happy to help out plan out your faculty and service. Take care and have a great one. Bye.